thought that guitar would be so amazing. And she is really hot. I'm gonna have to find out more about this guitarist. Okay, so her name is Hazaki. That's weird, that's usually a guy's name. Oh, what does it say here? Hazaki is a Japanese visual kei metal musician. He is best known as the guitarist of the symphonic power metal band Versailles. Wait a minute! Hazaki's Japanese?! I thought that place wasn't real. I thought it was made up for the anime, so they had somewhere to isekai the protagonists is from, that are the weeaboos that go and do the thing at the place. You know, all the magic and stuff. It's a real place? Let's have a look. Okay, so that's China. Okay, yeah, that is a Japanese place. Look at that. And compared to New Zealand, it is... New Zealand's there. Japan is there. Fascinating. Truly fascinating. You know, I'm still slightly suspicious though. I should probably go there to make sure that it's actually real. Because I'm having my doubts. Just like New Zealand, it might not exist. I needed to get an early night in, so I went to bed. So here I am waiting in Christchurch Airport for my flight. I needed to get some breakfast. Like, it was still early in the morning. Here I am on the flight. Here is some breakfast. That is Australia. That is not Japan. I went to the wrong country, so I had to take an escalator.
Dad, when do we get onto the ride? This is the ride. Neat.
Okay, so day one in Japan. Today is the official first day. Yesterday was all flying. The flight yesterday was shit. Like, in New Zealand, they delayed it by an hour because of maintenance, but because of that 1 hour, I missed a flight to Narita in Cairns, which I was supposed to get. So I had to get one to Osaka, and then from there I had to get another flight from there to Narita. And because of all of that, around 11 o'clock is when the last trains out of the airport going to all the places around Japan stop. So I had to buy myself a new hotel and a cab out because I'm a visitor in a new land and I have no idea where I was going. I was supposed to meet my sister around 6 o'clock yesterday, like Japan time, but I couldn't because of this whole delay. It was a big clusterfuck and it was incredibly stressful. 10 out of 10 would do again. Why? Because I'm getting a refund. I didn't take a lot of footage after the fact because my flight was delayed. I ended up in Narita Airport at 11:30, which was the wrong time. That is my sister. Isn't she pretty? So this is her picking me up. This is me on a train, and we're going to the first place we need to go to.
So that's where this cunt was hiding.
Which wasn't this place. It is this place, rather. This is the Happiness Capybara place. Basically, we got to hang out with capybaras, and it was the first thing we did when we got into Japan. Their fur is weird. It's like patting straw. But they were adorable. I love those capybaras. I will defend them with my life. This is where we were staying in Shinjuku, Tokyo. My sister went to sleep and I just went exploring my own, and here's some of the things I found. You know what, this is a mood. Instead of actually advertising meat with the name of it, I think we should just put the animal and the price. It's genius, Japan, genius.
Okay, not only is that hilarious, but the guy on there kind of looks like me.
There goes my favorite anime character, Truck-kun.
Okay, I understand this. You need to have some sort of decorum and social etiquette, but that one in particular, I'm breaking the rules right now. I need orders on the roof.
So that building there is the government building. I think it's the one that you can go up to the top and see a good view, but I'm already going somewhere to do that. But my only thought is there's also a restaurant and places where the public can go. The only thing to myself is their government is definitely more accommodating than ours. They give us new food. Our government gives you unemployment. This
is bread I brought yesterday. It is dummy thick. It is so thick. I only get 6 slices, but it's so thick. So yeah, yesterday was capybaras and I had a bit of an explore around Shinjuku. Today, my sister's getting a head massage, so we're gonna explore the suburb that's around. I've already forgotten names, like Itabashi City, I believe. And I'm going to explore, and then we've got a kabuki show later on. My dumbass thought that was like a miniature version of Shinjuku. No, it's a car place. Aha! Because we were already nearby, we decided to go up the top of the government building, and my god, it is worth the price, which is nothing. You can see everything. Like, in New Zealand, you can see city, then fields. In Japan, you just see city, more city, even more city. Go Jetta. Now, I was probably being naughty filming this, but you're not supposed to take photography and videos at most of the shrines. They make video games still. Day 3 of being in Japan, I went to the 7-Eleven and brought myself some curry bread. It is the vibe, like we really need it back in New Zealand. Yesterday, went to the Kabuki show, which was freaking fantastic, and just hang around Shinjuku, or sort of Square Enix Cafe, and where the headquarters are, where the best video games are made. So now, today, I think we're doing sumo wrestling, that's part of it, and then we're going to a shrine that my sister wants to see. So that's the story for today. So here we are at one of the biggest parks / temples in the Tokyo area, so around Shinjuku. We just ended up having a look at it. Couldn't take pictures of it again, but we did eventually go shopping. Well, I did. My little sister was at her head massage appointment. So here I am in the biggest CD store in Tokyo. Well, one of them. They're called Tower Records. And this entire section was just J-pop. Okay, I guess this answers the question I never asked. Where do all the J-pop fans get all of their, dancing shit? The answer? Music stores. Hey Dad, when are we going to get on the ride? This is the ride! Neat! We also went to a sumo show, so they catered for us, and we got a bit of hot pot, bit of mochi. It was a really nice experience, and it was a really good excuse to see a whole bunch of naked guys sweep the floors. And then they did some demonstrations of moves, so this here is not actually a proper fight, it's just a demonstration of a move. Like, when they do actually fight, it gets pretty brutal. Like, I didn't realize how gruesome it actually was. But it is pretty cool. Just watch. Very simple move, but it is actually a lot. Right, so I brought myself, that I've seen in a lot of the animes, the melon bread. I am honestly curious to see what this tastes like. Is it fruit flavored bread, or is it just a big hunkin' bit of bread? Let's find out. It is fruit flavored bread. Oh no! I'm like to cough! I'm going to really take why I cough! Every slice of life ever! I was also sick for the first week of the trip, so here's me with a tissue up my nose.
Ugh. Right, next day in Japan. Something I have been battling in the last couple of days. Has been kind of ill, probably from the first time flying, and the fact that the flight from Jetstar caused me a lot of unnecessary stress. But yeah, today I'm going to Team Labs, which is a planetarium, and then around the corner from there is Tokyo Tower, and that should be a good time. And my throat feels like shit.
Hey, a fire engine! The real thing! It's bright red and there's a pump! It's so cool!
So before going to Team Labs, me and my sister just hung out at one of the local parks. There was a bit of a flea market here. It had some alright stuff, but if I had to be honest, the whole area was a little bit lackluster. But it wasn't the worst thing in the world. Like, we had a good time, we just grabbed a meal and all of that stuff, and we were looking more forward to Team Labs. Though I was feeling like shit at this point, probably the worst day I had, just not coming out my nose and my throat was really sore. But I did really enjoy Team Labs, so we'll go to that. Hey. There's my cute little butterfly. What does it say on its glass wing? Listen to Chadarnook. I'll have a picture to prove it later. And this was the drawing that was on there. It is so perfect, it's going on the fridge. These three queer cunts are filming me. And because we were so close to Team Labs, on the same day we went to Tokyo Tower. I mean, the government building was cool and all, but this was a bit more of an experience. You got to have a look at some of the history stuff. Like, look at those guys who built it. They did very good jobs. They're all probably dead now or very, very old. But I salute you boys. This model thing was really freaking cool. There was a lot of cool stuff there. And the tower itself was just very interesting. Like, you had the same view as the other place, and it was a bit more claustrophobic up here, to be honest. But this was still a good time. I'd recommend it.
This is the famous Tokyo Tower suicide hole. Rightio. Today I'm going to do things. One, overnight bus to Kyoto, and then I'm going to go to, what's the place called? I think it's Akihabara? Something like that. Electric City. Yeah, it need to fill time to go for the day.
And that's exactly what I did. We went to Electric City. Now, this is coffee jelly. This is the best thing I think I've ever tasted in my life. We need it back in New Zealand. It was so freaking delicious. But I will say, Electric City, that place was bustling, man. And everything was so cheap. I have a video of all the cheap stuff that I got. The majority of it was from this area. I would recommend watching that video. And this is us about to go onto a bus for the night. Yay us. Public transport. Yay!
My review of a heated toilet seat. 10 out of 10. This feels fucking amazing. Excuse me, I need to take a shit.
Okay, so we arrived in Kyoto. Going on an overnight bus was a great way to save money on travel, but we really did not get a good night's sleep. So my sister went to bed. Like, this is where we're staying. It's a pretty freaking cool hotel. But I spent the morning just exploring. And then I believe I went and had a nap around 11 o'clock-ish for a wee while.
Next day on my Japan trip. Throat's still a bit croaky, but I'm now in Kyoto. I took an overnight bus here, so I basically slept on the bus and now I'm here. I freaking love that type of thing. And now we're just going to enjoy what the day brings.
So unfortunately, the day that we came into Kyoto, we couldn't do a lot of the cool things. And also we had stuff planned, so we couldn't really do a heck of a lot around here. But these were some of the old castles and those type of things. And it was really cool to see the outside of. Like, I could just imagine a lot of people walking around here back in the day.
The big, imposing gate is being protected by this sign.
So after my nap, I ended up going to the pig shrine where I met my sister. Now, I'm not kidding. This shrine is dedicated to the pig. The zodiac animal, the pig to be exact, maybe a boar. But I think one of the cool things is all the things on display. It even had all the stuff from Demon Slayer, which was really cool. Later on, we went to the main shopping centre in Kyoto, where I finally got to try what omurice tastes like. 10 out of 10, would recommend. It is definitely an omelette. There is definitely rice inside. It is definitely omelette rice. And we also saw the giant crab. It was giant and crab.
Crab people.
The next day, all we did was a bit more sightseeing and just looking around. There were a few shrines and temples and shit. It was a good time.
This shop isn't suspicious. You know, I wasn't thinking that, but now that you got a sign that says it, I'm now fucking concerned.
So, this was me making my chopsticks. So the first thing they do get you to plane it and sand it. Apparently I was really quick and they questioned whether I had a therapeutic time. But then you had the option to engrave it, so I did mine. So what that says, up the top that is getting zipped now, says Jacob's Chopsticks. And the second one says go away. I am very polite, aren't I? I hope no one's having an aqua fantasy. She's a useless goddess. But I digress. on this day we went to Nara, which, if you know anything about that place, it is full of deer. Now, I was actually quite shocked. When I thought it meant it was full of deer, like around the park, I just thought around the park. No, there are deer in the city, there are deer everywhere, and you're just going to have to watch. There are a lot of deers. There's one there. There's another deer. Look at all the frickin' deers. Oh dear, look at all the deers. Ah! No touching the lantern thingies. This is not Genshin Impact. You will not get a chest. When are we going to get to the ride? Is the ride? Shit, it's escalator short. We later went to the Osaka Pokemon Center and just some of the surrounding shops. I'm not going to say much. I'm just going to let everything speak for itself. When are we going to get to the ride? This is the ride. Neat. We later went back to the place with all the bamboo and stuff so we can actually go on a proper walk with it. You had to pay quite a bit of money to see old Buddha there. Like, bugger that. I just took a video of him and carried on with my day. But this is just exploring a bit of the forest. Got some better pictures, but this is a video, not a picture reel, so that's a thing. Later that day, we took the bullet trains to Hiroshima. Now, the bullet train is really freaking cool. Like, it is really quick. It travels a very long distance in a very short amount of time. We need one here, because it just goes zoomies. It goes zoomies. Yay. Trains.
Well, it's been a while since I've done one of these. I would have done ones earlier, but unfortunately my sister was nearby, and it's really hard to do updates with her around. So let's think, and within the last couple of days we've gone from Kyoto, and now I'm in Hiroshima, where it is pouring. My little sister is currently in bed, she's feeling ill, and I'm feeling better, still coughing up shit. But today I'm just going to walk around Hiroshima to see what I can find. I found a massive fucking ball. See? Big balls. ACDC be damned. I want everyone just to have a look. This is what a Japanese cemetery looks like. Yes, it does actually look like the ones in the anime, but the main thing you should notice is that not only are they well maintained, that is by the family, people that still have family members in it, they've got nice little flowers and all of that stuff. I just want to compare this to the ones that we have in New Zealand. Yeah, New Zealand, you suck at taking care of the dead. Like, you fucking suck.
I eventually ended up at the Atomic Dome, so just for any history buffs, this is one of the only buildings that survived after the bombing of Hiroshima in 1945.
Shiba Inu.
Look at the dog, it's a Shiba Inu. I later got a tattoo from the comrade Hiroshima. Now, she just ran a small shop out the back of a shirt shop that was also up the 3rd floor, that was unmarked, and you would never find it. I just found her on Instagram, and I'm glad she did do my tattoo because she's very good. The lines were very thin, and it was just a really easy experience. She was also very gentle. Like, I've never had a tattoo that did not hurt at all. She just got it done, and she got it done well. 10 points to this broad. Hooray for woman! Nothing else was in Hiroshima, nothing significant happened either, so this is us on the bullet train going back to Tokyo for our stay, for a more traditional house, and my god, I was blown away. I was really annoying my sister being like, "Ooh!" But I mean, look at it! Ooh! Futons! Futons are comfy, I gotta say. That was also very, very green. It was wet. Dun dun dun, Don Quixote, Don Quixote, ba-da-doo-doo-doo-doo, those shot glasses have tits. Woo! We also went to one last shrine. This place wasn't as cool as the other ones though. It had way too many people and it was more near a shopping district. But it was alright. The shopping district was pretty cool. I've forgotten where it is though, so my bad. It's in Japan.
Yes, it's the Coriolis effect.
I know this seems stupid, but remember in New Zealand it goes the other way, which this is interesting. And here's me at the end of my trip. I spent the entire last day I had at the airport, but that's because I set off my sister. Also, who is that security bot supposed to protect? I don't feel safe with that guy around. And that's New Zealand. That is home. I'm back, everyone. Hooray! And here I am in the editing seat, making it look like that I have no hair there and all the hair there. And this is the summary of my Japan trip that I can say. It definitely existed. There were a lot of Japanese people, but there were so many goddamn tourists that just ruined the entire thing for me. Which sounds ironic considering I am a tourist. If I had to go back, I would want to go where there are less tourists. Because I think I understand Japanese racism. Because the tourists make it terrible. Like, great trip, people ruined it. And also Jetstar. Fuck Jetstar. They owe me a refund.